Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm PPP, time to bring the bass back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27.
They'll run on first down. It's Simon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, it's Simon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Move, move.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Tighten up. Pull together. Check. Lucky.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know... I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Freeman again, a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
43-yard line.
on, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
First down. Let's go. Time to end it. Check 55. Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check.
On first down, Pratt. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Punting always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 7.
Check, 315. Mike is 59, Mike the 59. You must be dreaming. Check 50, check 50. One left, one left. Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashawn Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Zebra.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashawn Penny, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Bang out. Bam.
Mike 5-9. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 56. Mike is 59.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check, 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 check.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, they set up the screen to Penny. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just...
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. first down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Green 80! 59. We own them! We own them!
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Cut! 315! Right there in the middle, 55. Check right, check right.
They give it off here to the tight end. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
19. One left. 45. Good side. Mike, 45. You're right. Fair.
There's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Alert. Watch the slant. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Shoot. Gun.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mike, lady. 59. Not here. He's coming. Look left. Look. 59's Mike. Hassan.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he finds Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 27 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Set, cut. Hey, come on. 50. Yeah, I got you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Freeman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penning. Gets past one man. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Put that team on the box.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes
blitz coming, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd and long. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Falcons.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Pratt. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Mike, 59, 59. And let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike, 5'9". Come off the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Wilson, rolling to his left. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and the Falcons grab it. Fights through, and now a crease. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Switch.
They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
14.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They can't hang with us. Check. Crouch. Good job right there. Go. Forward. Watch the eye. Top on. Front.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Good job right there. Tempo. 59. Mike's 59. Y'all not ready. Check. 24. All go special. 59.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Hey, I'm coming for you. You mine. Shit.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. 40. 19. Hey, watch it. 40.
Penny will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 0.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll run on 1st down. Pratt, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You don't want it. Check 52. Check out. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They begin with a run by Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, alert.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. 59, Mike.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go right here now. Quick dance. Go. Kill.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And
10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go, Zebra.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 0.
Now it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Fuck that. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
He's back to throw. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now is Wilson. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, 59. Watch the slant. Kill. Hey, 0.
Penny, a first down carry. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaud.